Alrighty guys, so we're here with Scarlet Hollow again. It's episode 3. If you remember, this is going to be a part of the series' third run that I'm doing with, I think it's the strong traits. I wish in the save menu it would show you which traits you have. Like, I don't know what one this one is. You know, it's like hard to tell. One of them was the original one. Hopefully, I think it's one of these two. Thursday, probably. I hope. I don't know, this one's Thursday too. It must be this one though, because I did the crazy amount of Z's. But anyway, so, yeah, I hope that eventually they do that, to where you can see which traits you have on which one. So that way it's easier to distinguish. But I know we picked the strong trait, and we picked another one, like, that I had never done before. But it's not the hot trait. It's the other one. I can't remember what it is, but... Oh, I don't want to save. But yeah, we're gonna just continue here. Honestly, I don't think we need to see a recap, because we know where we are. Now, I don't know how much is gonna change in this. I'm just seeing, like, what options they're offering now that they've added extra stuff to the game. I know they added something to Chapter 4 that I really want to do, but I'm not there yet. And then this, I can't go see the goat, because I don't have the right traits. But in another run, I should be able to do that. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate, as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of the bed, you feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck on your skin. I wonder what, like, who, did we saved everybody. I think Rosalina just got hurt. That was the first time she's ever gotten hurt for me. Her shattered leg. I don't know if it was shattered, though. It was just a little bit hurt. I didn't think it was barely still attached. What? Okay. I mean, listen. I didn't have a choice. I picked the bad option. Scrub feverishly, trying to scrape the memories off your skin. Think about Sybil. Think about Wayne. I guess I'll pick one of these, because that's different. The opossum. The little guy. I hope I didn't. Aw, I didn't mean to make him upset. I don't remember. I think I did that before. I really need to do the talk to animals trait and talk to them. I just literally didn't know they existed the first time I played the game. Alright, let's do the group chat. I'm not ready to ghost bust again. This is my least favorite. I always just like to go through some of these, but I mean, it's the same thing that we've seen before. Oh, Tabitha's here. One time I think I came down here and it was just her. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. It might have been Tabitha and then Tabitha pulled me away. I know the last time Tabitha was here eating her ice cream. I've done that before. Eaten ice cream for breakfast. I'm definitely a stickler of like when I was younger, but I definitely like, if we have cake or brownies or something, I'll eat that for breakfast. Because to me, that's just like a donut. People eat donuts for breakfast. Like, I'm like, why can't I eat a brownie? You know? But I mean, I don't do that all the time, but like, if we happen to have that, you know, I'm like, why not? But anyway, trying not to turn off my computer on accident. This new setup is different. Hi, you must be Janie. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Hearing about someone and meeting them face to face are two completely different things. Remain silent. All I'm trying to say is it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company. Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. I don't remember, are we being good to Tabitha? I think we are. No, she don't like anybody eating her ice cream. Any updates on Rosalina? They took her foot? What? Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream. Let's get going. I didn't know that could happen. Oh my god, that's terrible. You can't just tell me Rosalina lost a foot and move on like nothing happened. Man, then the first one, she's so lucky. I didn't save Becca in my original run, but I saved Rosalina. And then Rosalina was just bitter because none of her friends escaped, and I'm sitting here like, that's not my fault. You know what I mean? Like, why did you go? Why were you dumb? Like, they made a choice, you made a choice, at least you came back. And then in the second one, I was able to save both. I think I was able to save everybody. No, I think Becca was still in there. But I saved Alexis and Rosalina, so then Rosalina wasn't mad at me. But then I wasn't able to get the cat, I don't think. I don't remember. I know the first time I got the cat and I brought the cat back and that made Rosalina happier, but she was still so mad at me. And then in the last one, obviously in this one, I saved everyone. But, you know, Becca's gotta go off on her own, so. And Rosalina got hurt. Would you rather I just sugarcoat what happened? Do you rather say, unfortunately, they weren't able to save the leg? That kid was brave, and she was horrifically punished for it. Sparring the grisly details does her a disservice for our own comfort. Now, shall we go? Yeah, she's just the... Tabitha's just the type to just say what she's thinking. You know? It's not always good, but, like, she's just that. That's her personality. Now, shall we go, or would you rather keep bombarding me with guilt? For something I personally begged you not to do. But I haven't had breakfast. Can't just take away my freedom like that. I don't need a babysitter, but I haven't had my breakfast. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say I'm so sorry. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Thanks, last night was a lot. You should leave. I think the next run, everything I do, I'm just gonna say, you need to leave. Run. That's like all I'm gonna say to anybody is get out of town. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is local pastor. Yeah, here we go again. He's actually been going a little stir crazy. Oh god. I don't like him. I don't care. He might end up being a really nice person, but I get bad vibes from him. Maybe, we'll see. It's real easy to say maybe. You know what I mean? Like, you're not saying yes or no. Why did you clean this place? I don't really ask myself that sort of question. It's a job, I get paid, and of course, I've known the family for a while, so it seemed like a decent thing to do to make a little extra money. Plus, maybe one of these days she'll let me really spruce up the place. Can you imagine it back at its full glory? It may be a lot of work, but what a project. Keep dreaming. Yeah, it's always an uneventful ride. Oh geez, well, I guess I should save, right? What should we save over? This one? I kind of want to leave the cat on there because that tells me which, run this is. What are we doing at the general store? So this is the Kanika drama. She does everything. Or she feels like she does everything. I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't know if I have enough proof yet. That's very Hemingway of you. Other people in their drama, if more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. That's very Hemingway of you. It worked out great for all his characters too, and for him. Yeah, it worked out terribly for him. How dare you compare me to him? The man wrote sentences like he was a child. I don't have time to read books anymore anyways. You think she used to read it? That's crazy. I never read Hemingway in school. I was an English major. That's interesting. Yeah, but he's there every day, and I know he comes in to see you every now and then, so. I don't think I've ever had Avery just in here. I hardly think Mr. Tremaine not coming into the diner for one day is something to worry about. Well, if you say so, see you around, Sybil. Maybe you have to meet Avery here. I'm sure it goes without saying, but I just wanted you to know that all of us over at the diner really feel for you. Anything you need, just let us know. Stranger nods politely, then leaves without saying another word. Who the hell was that? Don't you live here? I love Tabitha. She's such a jerk. Probably no one important. Honestly, I have no idea. Well, at least I'm not the only one confused by that interaction. Talking to me with familiarity. I don't even know who that was. Anyways, it's not important. Good morning, Sybil. Good morning, you two. So she's gonna go get... Can I have some tea? I thought maybe I could go in, but I don't think I can. You could always listen in. But... Longer than he hoped, but Sybil pauses, and a moment later he heard footsteps move to the far end of the tea room. If she and Tabitha resume their discussion, their voices are too soft for you to hear. Yeah, the only way you can hear it is if you have one of the, traits, right? Hello, hello! Their music is so great. If it ain't abs. Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with me that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Yeah, Bo does not have a dad in my original run. I picked Gretchen without thinking too much. How have you been? Hanging in there? Oh, I can't complain. I miss old Birdie, but there's nothing I can do for her now except protect the rest of my brood. Then things won't so much as step foot on my property. So now he knows in this one. Since we were able to, it gave me some sort of option to be able to, like, show him what was really going on. So now he knows that it's the things, and it's not, like, because in the other one, I don't think he said this, but I could be wrong. But I don't think he said, I think he said they were going to go out and try and get it. So they're gonna be taking care of stuff. We even set the missus up with her pistol. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. They saved Big Betty! As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I almost love to see him try. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mom has a tin big enough for Big Betty's size pie, Daddy. Things have gotten worse. I did hear whispers about what happened up at the mines. So sorry to hear about poor little Rosalina. Scarlet Hollow ain't safe this week, it would seem. Who's Julius again? The name rings a bell. Julius Tremaine. He practically spits the name. Some cousin, however, many times removed, though I don't claim him as kin. He owns the farm next to ours, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Thinks he owns half our land, always sneaking around taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him. Oh my god. He's a miserable old cuss, and he knows it too. Yeah. What they need to do, I mean, I know it's Scarlet Hollow, so nobody does this, but what they need to do is they need to set up cameras and have footage, or have a phone and take a video of him doing it and have footage and proof that the man is doing that, and then, you know, the police will have something to work with. But the police in this town don't care, we've seen. Have you seen any of those creatures around your farm? But if they had something that easy to look at, and to just point a finger easily and have it done with, they might go with it, you know? Because those police are all about taking the easy way out. Those things we saw on Monday are called ditchlings. Sounds like some old folktale. Suppose that suits him. As for being an omen, I believe that too. See, I think in the other one he didn't believe. But I don't remember. Still, I appreciate you telling me. Have you seen any of them around your farm? Yeah, we saw a few of them. They got scared before I could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We've been losing sleep making sure to keep an eye on things. It's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. I bet some big mastiff could keep things away. He's like, I want a dog. He's like, we ain't getting a dog. And it would be me who'd have to clean up after it. Oh my god, that's exactly what my grandparents would say when I wanted a dog. I wanted one so bad one year. That's all I asked for Christmas. And they gave me a stuffed animal. And I was like, seriously? Like, because I've had a cat. I had a cat since I was, like, I think I was like 7? Or 5 or 7. I think it was 2005, so I was 5. And yeah, I had a cat forever. And when my cat got really old, I wanted to get a dog. And the idea was that I knew I was going to be moving, so I would take the dog with me. you know? And my family was like, no, you can't get a dog. We're not helping you with the dog. And I'm sitting here like, and now I'm like, well, I guess it's good that I don't have a pet because I need to figure out, like, my own finances first. You know what I mean? Like, pets are expensive, and I want to make sure that I have everything that I can to take care of the pet before I get it, so. Besides, I don't have much faith in those things would be stopped by a dog. I saw more than a few in that nest. I'll leave you to it. It was a pleasure running into you. So where should we go? In the last one, I think we went to Oscar. I don't think I've ever gone after Kaniga. Listen, let's go. Let me save. Where should we save? Here, I guess. And let's go after Kaniga first. You follow the direction Kaniga stormed off in, and soon you find yourself in a disused parking lot, hidden behind the shuttered shops on Main Street. She's sitting alone in the back of her van. Hey, Abs. Sorry if you stopped in to find me at the store. Aw, these are so cute. The axolotl! Oh my god. Aw. Is that Reese? That's funny. Sailor Moon! Another Sailor Moon reference. Oh my gosh. I think for the new update, whenever they finish the episode, I think I'm either gonna wear, like, a really cool, like, spooky shirt, or I'm gonna wear something Sailor Moon related. Because I have some great Sailor Moon shirts, and she wears the Sailor Moon shirt in that first episode, and I always love that. I'm taking a mental health day. That's fair. Let's look around. Something happened over here. Just seeing if there's anything to look at that we missed. A little teddy bear. Computer. October. Yeah, we know it's October. Her shoes are so cool. I still want some really cute lace-up shoes that are like boots. I have some really, really knee-high ones, but they don't have like real laces. And then I have ones that are kind of like ones that you use for like when it's cold, but they're kind of like hiking, like they have like the hiking tread on the bottom. But I kind of want like another pair that I can just casually wear now that I'm in a more colder environment. I just love boots. Boots are way cooler than tennis shoes. Plus, I feel like an ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. Must have inhaled too much of the cold dust last night. You still look fine as hell. I did take the hot trait. I thought I didn't. Wow. So then wait. So then the strong trait was in the second one. And this one I have the hot trait and the book smart trait. Okay. You see, I don't even remember. It's getting to be too much. You're sick, you better not be contagious. Do you think something like that? Do you think that something in the mines made you sick? What's going on with you and your folks? No, we know that it's Sybil. Sybil giving her the tea. Sounds like you were having some kind of argument. How are you doing after last night? Have you heard about what happened to Rosalina? So, ghost hunting tonight. Okay. Should I do the hot treat? I'm curious to see what she says. Aww. You casually wink at her, trying to lay down the charm on me. Maybe it's working. Keep it up and see. It's so funny. How are you doing after last night? Okay. Have you heard about what happened to Rosalina? I knew that her injury looked serious, but I didn't think it would be that bad. That poor kid. I guess it's good we all got out of there. It probably could have gotten a lot worse. But that's easy for me to say. I'm not the one in the hospital right now. It's just not fair. Yeah, there was someone in a Reddit thread, I think, that was saying that it was so stressful seeing, like, about what happened with Rosalina. And in my several runs, I only have 3, obviously, here on the channel, but I've tried other things on my own. And I had just never heard anything about anything bad that could happen that bad to Rosalina, so I had no idea until this one. That she could get hurt like that. How are you doing? Oh, you know, not great. At least I was able to sleep once the adrenaline wore off, even if I barely felt like I got any rest at all. Now I just got a raging headache. Ugh, I hope I'm not coming down with something. Before things get heated with my folks, Mom gave me some more of the tea. I'm telling you, y'all, it's gotta be the tea. It must have been caffeinated or something, because it did not help me fall asleep. I feel guilty. After everything that's happened the past couple of nights, I just feel guilty. Like I don't deserve to be doing okay when other people have suffered so much. You shouldn't let the survivor's guilt get to you like that. I mean, everybody does, right? When you go through something like that. It's like the crazy thing that happened with, the, airplane in India, and how it was that one guy that survived. And everyone else died. Even other people that he was with, apparently. That's like... It's just a difficult thing to, like, move on from. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably gonna weigh on him his whole life, but, like, you know. But he, like, from what I read, I don't know how true it is, because I wasn't there, obviously. But, from a news article that I read, it said that he, like, was able to get off of the plane through, like there was too many people on the other side, but he was able to get off on one side before things got so bad. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't in there with everybody else when they died. But I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know, but you know, it's kind of like, as sad as it is that many people died, and it's just horrible. It's total tragedy. But it's still awesome that at least he was able to survive. You know what I mean? Like, at least he was able to survive. But that stuff is terrifying. Now I'm gonna be even more scared when I get on planes again. Ugh, it's always stressful. It's just the taking off and the landing. I'm okay when we're in the air, for the most part. I don't know. The last time I was on a plane, there was a lot of turbulence. And I get sick sometimes from, like, motion sickness, but actually that time my husband got sick, and I was like, that was crazy, because he never gets sick. He never gets motion sickness. But it was bad, and I was, like, just thankful I didn't get sick. But I gave it to him, I guess. Let's just share a quiet moment. A soft breeze blows across the lot as you and Kanika share a quiet moment. Both your phones buzz in unison. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day! Good excuse to head over to the library and check in with Oscar. I totally blanked on the Mayor Jimmy thing. I almost feel like we just went through a traumatic event or something, and I'm not on top of my schedule. Fair. I'm just gonna... I love the drawings, man, in this part. It's so detailed. And the expressions. It's come a long way. It's always been good, but as they keep polishing it, it keeps getting better and better. But Stella's right. This gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar. The mayor just ruined our moment. I'm gonna have words with him. I'm not saying that. But is he as cute as me? I'd much rather stay here with you. We should probably go for Stella's sake. There's plenty of time to hang out later this week. She's giving me the eyes, y'all. I'm getting the eyes. Anyway, we'll chill with Mayor Jimmy, and then I've got dinner at Reese's. Okay. Okay, so this is where this stops. Let's see, I'm gonna save here. And then we're gonna load this one. And I'm gonna check in on Oscar. Only Pixels here. You can hear Oscar's animated voice echoing from deeper in the library. Look at Pixel! So cute. Pixel is doing sus things. You follow the sound of his voice, navigating through the shelves and making your way to the back of the library. You glimpse him through an open doorway, alone in the back room in the midst of video call. I hope the food isn't too bad. It's been okay. Rosalina doesn't seem to mind. They keep bringing me Jell-O. I love it here, but Dad, I miss you. Where are you coming back? The nurses just need me to make sure your living situation is all squared away. Then I'll come get you, Rosa. Just a few more hours. Oscar practically jumps out of his skin as he turns to see you. Oh, hey, I didn't hear you come in. Oh my gosh, put her on. I think she wants to talk to you. Oh, sure. Hi, Rosalina. You saved our lives last night. You're like a hero. Oh my gosh, this is the only time she's ever liked me, ever. I owe you big time. I should bake you a cake. Oscar turns to whisper to you. She's on a lot of pain meds right now. I figured because she was being nice to him, and she's never nice to him. Oh my gosh. We're getting to see part of their little back room back here. I've never seen this. Wow. The little cot. A trophy, I guess. Oh, it's got the little tie on it. His jacket. Like the bow tie. I feel like I've seen him with a bow tie, but maybe I haven't. He seems like he'd wear bow ties, though. Perfect Mac. That's what it says. So they just have a little hot plate. A little mini fridge. Yeah, this is their temporary... This is where they've been staying, right? I thought they were staying across the way, though. Why do they have a setup here? Oh, maybe this is because she can't... Maybe it's like, it's easier for her to... This is a place where she can have everything in one spot. And she doesn't have to walk around and stuff. Like, you know, big distances. She's been talking about baking you a cake all morning. But for real, thank you so much for coming back for us. I don't even want to think what would have happened without you there. Dang doctors stole my foot, but don't worry, I'm gonna get it back. That's my foot, you can't just take my foot. Take care of her for me, okay? I think she's gonna be, in a couple hours, couple days, she's gonna really be upset. Rosa, be good while I'm gone. Get some rest. I don't want to go home. They gave me unlimited jello. And I can't leave till they give me my foot back. I'll make sure to stock up on jello. Oscar sighs as he hangs up the phone before looking up to you with a tired smile. You're here early. Anything I can help you with? Are you asking me if I need help? You're the one going through it right now. I wanted to check in on you. Aww, I could hug him. I guess it's force of habit. Asking people if they need help, that is. Let me try that again. What brings you here? Just give him a hug. He needs one. This is a moment where words are meaningless. What can you say about what happened last night? You step forward and hold Oscar in your arms. He smells like fresh coffee and old paper. I love the smell of old paper. Oh my god. Libraries? My favorite place. If you want to stick around for a bit, I wouldn't mind some company while I get the room together. I was hoping that I'd be able to deal with our ghost problem before Rosa was discharged, but they apparently need her out of there by today. Suppose it gives me something to do to feel useful. But this isn't a place for a child, and especially not one still recovering from a traumatic injury. Yeah, so why are they discharging her so soon? I thought it was odd too. It didn't seem right. Not after the kind of trauma she went through. But it sounds like there was some big bus crash last night. They needed the beds, and supposedly there's not a lot they're doing for her at this point that can't be done here. It's not what I would have done, but I hope they're right. I'm sorry, did you say bus crash? Yeah, what the F? That's all I know. There was some big accident north of here that's pushing the local hospitals to capacity. Oh my gosh. Look at the little... He's cute. I have so many stuffed animals. Aww. He got a little gun. It's Teddy with a gun. What the heck? I love this music. His theme is so good. It feels like, it sounds like Scarlet Hollow. Like, some people's themes really just sound like it gives them a vibe. But his reminds me of the Scarlet Hollow theme. Like, he really, like... Because he is... Like, he chose to come back. You know what I mean? So it's like Scarlet Hollow is so, like, tied into who he is as a person. You know? What a week. I get that. It sucks, though. Yeah, but I suppose there's a whole world outside of our family. I can't expect it to always treat us like we're the center of it all. More of the people injured in that crash are in worse state than Rosa at this point, so I understand them taking priority. I just hope I'll be able to give her the kind of help she needs. Well, she's gonna definitely have to get physical therapy, you know? Could ask about the mom. I don't know if I should ask like that, but I don't think he'll get mad. His face, oh god. No, Oscar takes a moment before responding, carefully thinking of his words. She just wasn't ready for a kid. She thought she was, but that didn't last. I can't really blame her. We were both too young. Neither one of us was really ready for that kind of responsibility, but it's all ancient history now. We haven't spoken in years. The last I'd heard, she married a lawyer and moved into a big house up in Ohio somewhere. I guess I should tell her what happened. Though I don't know. I've never known how to navigate this whole situation, other than doing what I can to be two parents for my daughter. That's true, you could do an email. That way you don't have to, like, call them and have it be awkward, but you can just say, okay, this happened. I do kind of agree. That's awkward. I can kind of understand the difficulty navigating an awkward situation like that. This does seem like a big thing to withhold from her. Yeah. It's still her kid, though. Even if she acts like she doesn't care, like this says, I mean, at least you tried. You know, all you can do is try. Does anyone have two parents? Most people have two parents. But now that you mention it, you know, I haven't actually given that much thought. They must, though, right? Let me think for a moment. There's Tulip. She's got Janie and the pastor. Alexis and Becca both have married parents. And Zane probably has parents, but I've never met them. Zane, oh my god. Yeah, Zane just kind of goes about life doing whatever he wants. And when I grew up here to loving parents, to two loving parents, but may they rest in peace. You're right, though. There seems to be a trend. I guess that's just what happens in a place like Scarlet Hollow. No one is allowed to have their happy ending. I say you could send an email. That's probably a good idea. It's not like I have much beyond an email. She changed her number years ago, and I'm not sure what her last name is anymore. If she doesn't check her college email address, you're right. I can say I tried. I'm sorry I didn't get them out of there faster. No, you heard her on the phone. She's thankful you did what you did. And so am I. It's hard to think about what could have happened last night if you hadn't been there. How are you holding up? I'm okay. I just shouldn't have let that last night happen. So he cleaned up some more. He is cleaning up around the room. Being a parent isn't about making sure nothing bad ever happens. That's true. It's just about being there for your kid. But also letting them figure out what they want to do. You know what I mean? Like, don't overstep too much. You know. You're only human. Don't be too hard on yourself. All of those kids have parents. You just got unlucky. You should have kept a better eye on her. No, don't say that. All of those kids have parents. Yeah, you're only human, or being a parent isn't about making sure nothing bad ever happens. No one has that much power. But you can be supportive when bad things do happen, and help her learn how to cope with anything life throws at her. Thanks, Abs. That's honestly something I needed to hear. But I still feel guilty, and probably will for the rest of my life. But we can get through this. I can't keep dwelling on what could have been done. The past is the past. It's happened. The only thing to focus on now is her recovery. Tell me about the haunting. Oh yes, of course, the haunting. Oscar gets a distant look in his eye. It started with the floor bleeding in Rosalina's room. And before you say anything, it wasn't rusty water, and it wasn't wine. It was blood. AB negative, actually. I couldn't believe it was happening, so I ordered a kit online to test the stuff. And then I started seeing the figure. I could never get a good look at it, but I knew when it was there. There was just a feeling I'd get, like someone was about to stab me in the back. And I'd turn around and see a flash of someone leaving the room. Just enough that I knew there had been someone there. Just thinking about it made me want to hide under the covers. Oscar pauses, lost in dark recollections. The clearest look I ever got was one night when I was coming back to the house after doing some reshelving. I saw it, plain as day, standing in her doorway, silhouetted like there was some light shining behind it. I couldn't make out a face, obscured in shadow as it was. I thought I heard it say something, a name. I couldn't quite make it out. It sounded like a question, like it was asking me if I was that person. Then its head caved in. He pauses again before coming back to himself, pushing the memory away. That was the last night we stayed in that house. As soon as that thing disappeared, I got Rosalina out of there, and we've been living in the library ever since. Could it be a gas leak? Have you considered moving? There's not enough money to move. I have student loans to pay off and a kid to raise. It's not like we have a lot of disposable income. We got a good deal in this place, so much better than the markup the Scarlets charge non-minors for their housing. No offense to your family, but your cousin owns most of the houses. Yeah, that's important to know when you play. How much influence Tabitha has over everybody living here. It's either buy a dilapidated homestead out in the farms, or get fleeced by your cousin, or spend money we don't have to move someplace new. Which also comes with the bonus of separating Rosalina from all her friends. All over a ghost we aren't even sure is real. So we've come to the fourth option. Get rid of whatever is haunting the annex and keep saving for Rosalina's college fund. Yeah, we can ask about how he came back. That was the plan. But this country did a big education pushback when I was still getting my master's. Library jobs are more difficult to find than you'd think, and this one basically fell into my lap. The country subsidizes rent. We get a whole house to ourselves. And until a few years ago, Rosalina's parents were here to help take care of her. It seemed perfect, and for a little while it was, but I suppose nothing lasts forever. Dude, I'd love to work at a library. That would be so awesome. But I don't know the Dewey Decimal System. Maybe it's just a guy in a scary mask trying to run you off the property. I'm gonna say that. Maybe it's just a guy in a scary mask trying to run you off the property. It's a tried and true method of getting into buried fortunes and secrets. Of course. It could be a rival librarian trying to scare me out of the annex so they can take my head librarian position for themselves. I can't say I wouldn't do the same for a good enough job. If that's the case, I'm not sure I want to know where they got all that human blood. Regardless, I hope you're right. I much prefer being in that Scooby-Doo episode to know. I'd much prefer being in a Scooby-Doo episode to knowing there's life after death, especially life that looks like that. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Mayor Jimmy Day. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. With everything going on, it just slipped my mind. They're probably going to start setting up soon, and I'm barely decent. Don't worry, this is a good look for you. I should flirt with everybody. I also just walked in, though. I feel like I can't be judging him. Should I flirt again? Really? You think so? I suppose it does have a bit of a relaxed charm to it. Folks around here aren't used to seeing me dressed down, though. I try to cultivate an air of professionalism. I'll just make myself scarce. I don't have much interest in seeing the mayor today anyway. Rosalina's gonna be sad she missed him, though. She loves the mayor. Gotta meet the mayor and tell him there's a curse on the town. He's not really that kind of mayor. If you want a picture with him, you're barking up the right tree. But if you actually want to get anything done, you'd have to talk to, well, your cousin. Scarlets have ruled this town as far back as anyone can remember. I'll leave you to it. That's so funny. So we got to spend some quality time with Oscar. I think I did some quality time with Kanika before, but it wasn't like that. It's busier than you've seen it. A small crowd has formed in the corner of the main foyer. Hey, Abs. Surprised to see you here. Abs, half expected you to skip town. Alright. Alright, let's go meet the mayor. Hire Mayor Jimmy Doggo. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. Oh. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Shake his paw. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. By the way, I know you were up at the mine collapse last night. I may be off duty, but I'd be remiss if I didn't let you know that I've got my eyes on you. All of you. Let's hope the rest of your stay in town is a little less conspicuous. What are you, a cop? He is. He literally is. I haven't done anything wrong. Yeah, alright. Remain silent. That's right. Deputy Franklin is a cop, just in case you didn't know. So I missed an opportunity to say anything, but I mean, I don't think I could really say anything anyway. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar. Oh god. No, I don't want to do this again. Is there anything different here? Janie mentioned you this morning. Oh, I accidentally clicked that. Okay, whatever. Do you know anything about ghosts? Oscar's place is haunted. He'll look up stuff if you tell him about it. What do we do if it's a demon? Run away, probably? And of course, don't talk to it. They'll say anything to convince you. You have to hand over your immortal soul. I'll be nice. Sounds lovely, thank you. Yeah, get out of here, bro. Do you think we can call him now? Hey, Oscar just caught us up on the whole ghost situation. I'm so pumped, it sounds like we could get some actual evidence tonight. I love that expression. I'm so pumped. Are we sure we want to do this when the sun has gone down? Why don't we just go now? I have no idea if we'll even see anything, let alone be able to ghost bust it. I think it only comes out at night. I better get going. I managed to make the back room livable, so I'm rushing off to the hospital to get Rosa and Alexis. Oh, I hope they don't come. Like, to the ghost hunt. You couldn't pay to keep me away from the possibility of seeing a ghost. I'm just glad I could do something to help you, and Rosalina, after everything that happened last night. I appreciate it. See you soon. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. He seems like a good man. You and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. think he's a bad guy, honestly, at this point. But, you know. I always tell Tabitha. I probably should do it one time without Tabitha, though. Maybe the next one. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels so much later. Oh, I should save. Right. Main story? What should I do here? I was gonna do Kanika for main story, but I think the Oscar one was more, beneficial to the situation. What, his art? Oh, the illness thing. No, we've been a little too busy for small talk. So they explain Reese's illness here. If you haven't, like, I didn't go with Stella on that first thing. I was gonna go my own way back to the mansion, and then I got roped into all this stuff. So, now they're explaining Reese to me. Reese. I love Reese. He's so chill. Until he's not. Let's just get this over with. Store-bought dinner rolls. I forgot about that. Sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I make sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. You know, as long as you can see the floor and there's not, like, food everywhere, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? That's my main issue. Like, well, he's still got stuff on the floor. But I like to just, if there's clutter on, like, a desk or something, that's one thing. But if it's on the floor, I need to know if there's bugs. Like, I do not want to step on a bug. I'm from the South, too, so... I mean, there was, like, roaches and stuff, you know. It's like, I can't have stuff on the ground. Just have a big problem with that. And we're in the middle of moving, so we have boxes everywhere, and it's just, like, driving me insane. The amount of clutter is just, like... And different people organize differently. Like, I like things really organized. But... you know, I understand, like, my husband isn't bad, but he is not like me, where I tediously keep putting things back where they need to be. He doesn't do that. And at some point I end up going behind him, because it just, like, you know, I gotta have things clutter-free. But, like, if he has stuff on his desk, unless it's, like, food-related, you know, it's his space. He can have it cluttered if he wants to, you know what I mean? But, yeah. But once I have my cam up, I will try to keep it clean, so that way it's not, like, because it's in the cam line. But, you know. We'll see, because I think I might try to do my camera a different way this time. We'll see. This is the basement of a tortured artist. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches, I almost said stitches, lean out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. I don't know if she's scary. His mom. I think she's cool. I can't flirt with Reese and flirt with somebody else. Reese is the best. I can't do that to him. Your mom really looks out for you. Your mom is scary. So has Stella told you everything that happened in the past couple of days? I'll say your mom is scary. I feel like she used to be less scary. Maybe I was just oblivious as a teen. Speak for yourself. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. I know you think you need her, but there's plenty of people out there who'd love to do it on you. Oh my gosh, that's coming on so strong. I guess that makes sense. She's probably just worried about you. She's kind of hot. Oh my god, I would never. Oh my god, I could never. Even if I flirted with her, I could not flirt about her in front of her son. That's just insane. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream during ghoul hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die. I'll rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given me life value. I just don't know if we have any other options. I'm allergic to soap. Let's just go. The door. The door. Open it. Is there an option to not open it? I don't remember. You have to open it. I think I pressed the wrong thing. I wanted to see if there was other options there. Oops. It also said something there with Booksmart. But... Have you ever heard of factitious disorder? What's that? It's where someone pretends to be sick or makes themselves sick on purpose. Or does it to someone else. Let's do the hot tree. Is it, or am I being interrogated in my own home by a guest I met yesterday? In Ab's defense, a lot of stuff has happened in the past couple days, and there are a lot of lingering questions. It's pretty hard to take the detective hat off once you put it on. The danger, guys. The danger. Yeah, I don't think she's a people doctor, though. Oh, she's a doctor, not an EMT. That's right. Once she's back in town, I expect we'll be seeing a lot of each other. She won't be the first amputee I've treated, so at least I have some experience. Poor kid. It's gonna be a tough adjustment. I just hope I can be helpful to her. I think she'll be just fine. Oscar said she seemed in high spirits. She's smiling, though, after she said that. I should have charged your parents for all the food you went through, honestly. Someone's car alarm's going off. Don't think I don't know something is up here. Don't think we don't know something is up here. We have stuff to do anyways. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna threaten. I made a bad impression, though. You're right, this is fishy. I feel like maybe my fear of that woman is more justified than I thought. Stella's always gonna see the positive. At least in other people. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you've read over the years. So often, the ghosts in stories are metaphors for something else. A ghost hunt seems like the perfect place to sneak in some smooching under the guise of splitting up and searching for clues. What the heck? Maybe a special someone might be interested in breaking off from the rest of the group. Ooh. Do you think I can go with someone else? Just the exterior is intimidating in the setting sun. The inside library is dark. Its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in the place with them as they left. She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on the stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side nonstop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalie and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into a real home in no time. I've come fully loaded, got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody else in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and I got a Ouija board. Oh my god, she's got so much stuff. It's a shame too, I don't think she gets to use any of it. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. I'm sure it's not usually like this. Says everybody anytime you go somewhere and something wild happens and you're just like, and everybody's like, oh, it's not usually like this, and you're just like, mm-hmm, sure. Keep covering it up. Hey, Zane! I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for some answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. So it's just the 5 of us? She is coming. You're not doing this without me. I think Oscar complies, right? You're seriously injured. Exactly, you should just rest. We'll have this taken care of in a few hours. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. You've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. I feel so bad that she had to lose her leg. I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. Since when do you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half of the town is here to help. I'm not old. Aw, don't tell him he's old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm grounded. As grounded as I can get. And I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. It's because you're on painkillers. See, I would have told her no. But, you know. It's his choice. It's his kid. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell anyone else how to parent their kid, but you can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. Is that a little guy in the window? It's a little guy. He had somebody right there too. Hype. I still love the little cat. bookends. Where's Pixel? You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. Go see some real action. No, don't antagonize it. I don't think this ghost is friendly. How do you, like, know that, though? If I were a ghost, I'd be mad chill. Oh my gosh, that got me so bad. That's an interesting point, though. What if ghosts are unusually... What if ghosts usually are friendly, and they're only terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, I don't know. If I were a ghost, I'd just vibe. But what if my vibes were bad and I didn't know it? I started to think of the possibilities. What did you rope me into? I'm sorry, Tabby. Let's get going. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Okay. That was so funny. That's what I'm naming the... That's definitely what I'm naming the video. Mad chill. See, why would the hatch not be fully red? If this was fully red. That's one thing I didn't understand. But I guess it's leaking through this part, but wouldn't it come through the wood? I don't know. We're going down there, right? Of course we are. Everybody's got to say something about it. And then we go into the thing. Now it's said to take somebody with you. I just like having Tabby with me. If you don't invite Tabitha, you have more interactions with Wayne. We should hold hands for safety. Actually, that might be a good idea. Aww. Poor Tabby. Where did the annex go? Let's try the door. Yep. A little guy! So she calls... What's her name to come get us? Rosalina. Aw, with her little leg. Alexis. Charlie and Jr. Okay. The ghost is showing us its memories. Yeah, we know all about this. I wonder if we should be paying attention to the symbolism. I just hate this episode. This, like, every time I play it, it's so loud. I mean, I adjust it for you guys. Post-recording. But it's so loud and it, like, gives me a headache. And it's, like, too much happening on the screen. Like, I think it's cool. But it's, like, too much for me. Like, I don't know. And I love this game, but that's my only complaint for this one, is that it's just so much happening that it's like, it hurts. That's why I'm just like happy that we already played it and I can just click through. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family. Not that it matters. The call won't go through, so we're on our own. Let's go. Okay, Wayne's gonna appear at some point. Okay, these scenes are out of order. This must be after the garden and after the collapse. I'm sorry, I'm clicking through, but I mean, I read this word for word. When I played it the past 2 times, so. Has there been some kind of theme with the possessions? Like, who's playing what role? Stella was Edwardine. Rosalina seemed to be the guy's mom. Alexis was some angry townsperson. And Kanika is some nosy old lady. There's a pattern here, I'm not seeing it. So Rosalina was the guy that liked Edwardine, the mom. Maybe it'll be clear when we see all of it. Maybe it'll actually explain it, because I still don't understand this stuff. Kanika Mime's handing you something. Can I identify some of the plants in this room? There's Jimson weed, monk's hood, and what's either Queen Anne's lace or poison hemlock. Some pretty toxic stuff. If I'm not mistaken, heavily associated with witches. Could explain the moon as well. So there are evil plants. How helpful. And the moon could mean anything. It probably just means that it's nighttime. That's exactly what I was thinking. I love the little guy. He's like, oh. Good luck to the both of you. Ouch. Wayne! Okay, he's gonna kill the ditchling, so don't look if you don't want to see it. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through. Hey, Wayne. Oh, hey, it's Tabitha's ex! Shut up! Don't you dare say that. Breakup wasn't pretty, but not to tease the ragged edges. Tabitha grips your arm, her grip tight and nervous. We're getting out of here. What unfortunate situation you've been dragged into. I don't think that girl is any good for you. Stella was her name? She seems skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out of here alive. That's a threat. He's never threatened me before. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella. Are you still into him? Because I wouldn't mind shooting my shot. What the F? Oh no, what's he gonna do? Hey, are you okay? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, we gotta save. Okay, did you kill Sam Lane? Absolutely not, I'm telling you the truth. Okay. Load. Yes. I just want to see what she says to this. What the hell kind of question is that? There's no time for jokes. So if you run into that thing again, don't talk to it. Just ignore it. Better yet, run away. Okay, yeah. That's so funny. Hey, are you okay? That couldn't have been easy for you to see. Can we just leave and pretend we didn't see anything, please? Yeah. I hate this part. This part is disgusting to me. Oh, the part with him's fine. Just, I don't like the cow sound. That part drives me insane. I don't remember the ditchling being here. Do you think they added this? I love it. A little guy. He's surrounding the place. Okay. Now he's gonna show everybody. We're the final performers. Which of us is going to open the door? Why are you asking that? Are you scared? I'm gonna say I'm scared. Well, I'm not. This is so much worse than opening it ourselves. This is so much worse than opening it ourselves. Oh, because it opened before she could open it. I thought she did open it. I still don't understand this part, really. Like, I kind of understand it, but I feel like I don't know it well enough. But maybe there will be extra confirmation in the future. I don't know. Everyone is missing and we're suspended in an infinite void. Do we start walking? What now? You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. It's not healthy to dwell on stuff like this. Everybody dies one day, you know? I appreciate what you're trying to do here, but don't talk to it. You must answer for your crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. The guy was saying it could be a demon. Do you think it's a demon? I mean, I don't really trust the frickin' the pastor that much. I just think I never asked him, so that's kind of funny. You're on trial here, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. So with the book smart trait, I can advocate for myself. Does that mean that none of us will die? Let's advocate. Your plea is met with silence, but silence isn't judgment. Keep talking. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? You don't need anything from us to move on. Whether you realize it or not, nobody's keeping you here but you. We can't give you closure. The memories you showed us were rife. I don't know what that means. I guess filled with overblown metaphor and exaggeration. How can you possibly pass judgment on us if you're no longer anchored to reality? Why should the sins of our forefathers be passed on to us? Or Charles Shaw's sins, I almost said pins, sins passed on to you. Okay. This seems strong here. You don't need anything from us to move on. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? We can help actually right the wrongs of your past, but only if you let us go. Fresh tension bubbles up in the air. You're almost out of this. The memories you showed us were rife with overblown metaphor and exaggeration. The jury box is pulled away from you and Tabitha is brought face to face with the spirit. It's time for your closing argument. You don't need to take anything from us. You kept yourself as a prisoner here, just like you've kept us, and just like you've kept our friends. All you have to do is let go. You don't know anything anymore, do you? You don't know right from wrong. You don't know fact from fiction. You're just a sad memory of rage and self-pity. After all these years, someone has finally heard you. We're going to find out the truth of what happened to you. You can finally rest because your burdens are now ours. That's a pretty good one, because you kind of give him a little bit of closure. It's time to go. Silence. Okay. But what happened? We won a trial. Okay, does that mean we don't have to do it? Okay, so we didn't have to give up any years of our life. Investigate the shallow ground. He looks so small. Tabitha's like, finally you're speaking my language. The last thing I want to do is talk to more people. I feel that. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. As soon as I saw you in that tank top, I knew I'd do whatever it'd take to get rid of your ghost. This town won't lose its hot librarian on my watch. Oh my god. That's coming on so strong. So we got rid of the ghost. And we didn't have to hurt anyone. So Booksmart allowed us to do that. Now the other trait I picked was the hot trait. I'm not sure what the F that's gonna do for me in the next episode. I don't know what that can do at all. But maybe it'll be useful in one of them. It has to be, right? There's supposed to be one for each day, right? So realistically, I could have been a jerk to Tabitha this whole time. Because it didn't matter. Because I could get out of it without giving up years. So maybe the best thing to do is, if you're gonna not take Tabitha, you need to have the Booksmart trait. Because if not, you're gonna have to give up years, and that freaking sucks. And that's what I'm gonna have to do next time, because I've never done it without Tabitha. And I've already used the Booksmart trait, so F me, I guess. And then we have to go get tea with her tomorrow, remember? Ugh. I forgot about the tea conversation. So I guess ghosts are real. Do you trust me now? More than I trusted you an hour ago, at least. Thanks for coming along tonight. Hell yeah. I'm almost proud to call you my cousin. Oh my god. What? You did a good job tonight. She likes me. Praise from Tabitha? Never. I have never had high praise from Tabitha. I want to talk about Wayne. Should I ask? Here we go. Why is he following me? He's a creep, stalking his ex-cousin. Ex-cousin, the more reason not to talk to him. He's a different man now, stay away from him. He's gonna hurt Stella. No, he's a creep. But I don't think he has it in him to hurt her. I don't know if you've noticed, but Stella is irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. What does that mean? That seems like she's got some interesting intel. I mean, I know she knows Stella, but one of the thoughts that a lot of people have, and I don't have anything to back it up, but is that Tabitha, you know, knows more than she's letting on. A lot more. And that, so if she might know something about Stella. Because they were close as kids, but like, you know. You really don't want me talking to him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? I just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. Leave it at that. Do you think Stella's okay? She's a pest, and like all pests, she has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. Right, time to go to bed. Don't keep poking around and looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have to leave the holler. Would she be against us staying? I guess if she really didn't like you. Wow. Let's save. Yo, that was crazy. Man, we went through a lot in that run. I don't know what to think. I'm trying to think of like... Let's go back to the... Yes. Trying to think, so... We talked with Oscar, and we talked with Kanika. I did both of those things. Apparently someone was saying that in the previous episode, I could have talked with Kanika in there too. But at least I talked with her this time. And then I might have been able to do something else with the mayor. I didn't try that. I might have been able to do more at Reese's house. But I did say the thing and make her mad. But I accidentally clicked through that part with the door. Maybe I would have had an option there to see the door. I don't know, I feel like that's the next episode though, so why? Anyway, and then I was able to get rid of the ghost and not have anyone give any of their life for it. I still kind of want to do a run though where Tabitha gives her life for it. And I didn't do that. I should have done that in my first run. Did she give her life for it in the first one? Because I didn't. I did not give my life in the first run. I said no. Oh, we just left it there. That's right. It's just in there. So no one can go in the library. It's condemned. That's right. Nobody did anything. But I think the best outcome is to get rid of the ghost. Or presence, whatever it is. But, there is a way Tabitha will do it, though, but you have to have really good, you know, standing with her. You have to be in, like, impeccable friendship level to do that with her. And I didn't do that this time. I don't know, I think we have pretty good friendship, though, but... Alright, well... We have hardcore mode as an option. What does hardcore mode mean? Hardcore mode removes these opportunities, but you'll be able to select a third trait. Even with new abilities, your new abilities, this is the darkest world state. By clicking continue, agree to suffer. So everything that's bad will happen. Maybe we should do that in another run. Like, maybe we do, a run like this, and we do the talk to animals, and we do, like, we try to, like, cover all the ends that we haven't gotten. I'm trying to think of what else I would want to do, because I would want to do talk to animals again, because I never got to talk to the possum or the goat. So that's important to me. And then I would probably do something to help protect myself, like Keen Eye or something like that. But like it said, it's not going to affect the major decisions. The major decisions are just going to be screwed over regardless. But you can probably still use them, like... Did it say... Wait, let's go back. Does it say... game-defining sacrifice. Hardcore mode removes these opportunities, but you'll still be able to select a third trait. So I feel like the traits are still going to do something like dialogue-wise and stuff. But anyway, that's food for thought. Maybe I'll do a stream of it. That would be really fun, and we just power through all of them right before the release of the new one. That would be really fun. But I want to finish this run first. And then I want to do probably another run. I don't know, maybe I'll wait on doing another run and just do hardcore mode before the new one. We'll see, because the new one should be coming in the fall. So it kind of depends on how quickly I do things. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It's been a journey. And I'll be back with the last one relatively soon, I promise. I just took a break in between the other ones because I had other things I needed to upload, but I'll wrap up this one for now. And then we'll go ahead and probably do hardcore mode. See what happens. It would be fun to do a stream of it. I'd really like to do that. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye!